What if game night could actually help your kids build real life skills? And local educators are turning social emotional learning into fun, hands-on activities that teach kids how to manage emotions, communicate, and make smart decisions without screens. Here with more is the co-founder of Positively Patient, Matt Ducharme. It is wonderful to have you in the studio today. I'm so excited to talk about this. It's such an important thing for children to learn. How can they do that with Positively Patient?
Thank you for having us. Yeah, what we find right now is kids are surrounded by screens, and with all that screen time, they're not practicing the skills that we know lead to a better life. We know that if you have these social emotional skills, that you're going to have higher salaries, better outcome in schools, better mental health, better well-being, better relationships, and so much more. And so what we want to make sure we're doing is allowing our children to practice these skills.
Yeah, what do those skills actually look like? I think it's important for us as adults to realize when kids are developing them.
Yeah, so what we focus on are going to be 5 core competencies. We have social awareness, self-awareness, self-management, responsible decision-making, and relationship skills.
Okay, amazing. So once we see a child kind of growing into that, we know they're getting there. What are some easy ways for us to do that? We have such cute stuff here on the table, but I want to learn some ways we can do that.
One of our products that we have is an infographic here.
Okay.
And that
Perfect.
infographic is going to allow the child to be able to identify their emotions.
Okay.
We know that when someone's having a big emotion, a tantrum state, what is happening is that their part of our brain is in fight or flight. They're unable to respond logically, rationally, and it's not until you actually identify that emotion that you can then have the logic part of your brain take back over and have a strategic response.
Yeah, so you're seeing it right now on your screen. We've got comfortable emotions and uncomfortable emotions. This is something you developed with Positively Patient, and it kind of helps kids identify how they feel in the moment. But you've got a really cool way for parents to connect with kids in the moment, right?
What we've done is we've developed 52 deck of cards, the same emotions that are going to be on that infographic, and the cards are going to be attached to 21 different games. How do you build empathy? How do you build self-control? How do you build regulation of emotions? You play these games. They're fun. They're going to be for family game night with the whole family. It could be for an individual, high energy, low energy. We have magic tricks. So it's really for any circumstance, and a great opportunity in summer when there's more unstructured time and they're going to have more free time.
Yeah, so break out the cards. I love this. We're going to do an exercise.
And so if I ask you a question, how was your morning?
My morning's good.
Your morning's good. And we often, as parents, will receive that feedback when we pick up a child from school or camp or any activity, and that's a frustrating response because you know there's more. So instead of asking that question, you would hand the deck of cards and say, choose 3 cards.
Okay.
Now,
and I think it's important to notice you have both emotions here. We have good and we have some bad, right? What kind of conversations does that spark?
Well, it's going to spark authentic conversations of stories they want to share. Rather than getting a simple good, you're now going to get 3 stories tied to emotions they had during the day, and they may be comfortable or uncomfortable, but there's no good or bad emotion. It's just an experience that they had.
Yeah.
And what could be great is if the adult in that car also chose 3 emotions. They themselves shared how they're doing. Are they proud? Are they nervous, anxious, overwhelmed? And that's going to spark real conversation, and that's how you build empathy.
Yeah, I think it's cool to know that adults can do this too. And I think it's important for kids to see that adults can do this too, right?
Certainly. It's something that we need to be modeling for the kids. So the more that we're able to model it ourselves as adults, and many adults are actually lacking some of these skills themselves, and so this allows them to practice the same skills that we know lead to a successful life, that we know leads to an easier and happier life.
Yeah, absolutely. And really quickly, I just want to, Matt is a science teacher.
Yes.
Yes, that's amazing. So you're living this every day. You're seeing kids kind of navigate this. So this is a guy who sees it firsthand. I also want to talk about your guy right here. He's so cute.
Emoji man.
Emoji man?
Emoji man,
I
correct.
love that. He's awesome. I've picked my 3 feelings for the day. I'm feeling very grateful, I'm very proud, and I'm very joyful because we're doing CT Live, and Matt is joining us with Positively Patient.
Well, thank you for this.
We appreciate you, and thank you. Go hang out with these guys and get chatting with the kids. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you very much for having us.
Anytime.